And here we go. We are back on the Community Council. This is the show talking to all these good people all over the Southland, man. I am very proud to say that we have tons of repeat customers on today's show, which means they spent a couple of years jumping on and blowing up some great work that they're doing. And today we're going to talk about actually something we don't necessarily always talk about. We usually talk about the great people out there doing the hard work and, kicking butt for society and trying to change the world, and we rarely get to talk to the tangible evidence of somebody's hard work. And today that's what we're going to do. I want to welcome in studio Giovanni. What's going on, Giovanni?
Nothing much. How's everything going?
This is exciting. I get to sometimes I get to do 20-minute long phone interviews, which are great because I love those guests. But it's awesome to see a smiling face, and especially one like yours who's got a great story. So, dude, great to have you in here. And to have you in here is in a way, it's a way to motivate people all over LA and to show them that, no matter how they're feeling in life, there's a way that they can look in the mirror and look at themselves a different way and change it all. So let's start with your story, my friend. And I guess the best way to do so is tell me about this picture right here. Yeah. I have a very big Giovanni on a surfboard.
280 pounds.
280 pounds, yeah. And right below that is a picture of what you look like now. What are you weighing in now?
About 170,
170, right? A little bit of a more of a normal weight. What's the story, man? And I guess we'll start with that.
Yeah. So in that picture, I was 12 years old. I was 280 pounds. I didn't really have much motivation for academics or education in general.
Sure.
The only role models I had were the gangbangers that lived outside my house and things like that. I was also at the time going to a place called Home. It's a youth center for different kids in my area in South Central, and they had a field trip to go surfing one summer, and I said, you know what? Why not just take advantage of it?
Have you ever been to the beach before or anything like that?
A few times, but I've never been, like surfing or anything.
Yeah, for sure.
I was like, what? Surfing is crazy.
Yeah, because surfing is like making the commitment. You're like for sure going to get really wet all the way to the top.
Yeah.
You're probably going to have to swim out there a little bit.
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
I was going all the way.
So you're like, let's do it. I'm all in.
Yeah. So I signed up for this field trip, and it's just a field trip, and we'd go like every other Sunday.
Sure.
I tried it, and I loved it. I fell in love with surfing, and we did it every other Sunday for the rest of the summer when I was 12. And at the end of the summer, we stood in a circle in the beach, and then we sat down and we talked about, what went on during the summer and how much we liked it and what different things that were really cool for the summer. And when it got to be my turn, I stood up and I said, this is great. I can't wait for next summer. This is the best summer of my life. And one of the volunteers walked over to me after he gave me a hug, and he said, you know what? Did you really love this? Did you really mean what you said? You like surfing? And I was like, yeah, man. And he said, well, would you like for me to be your mentor, your personal surf teacher? And sure enough, it was my mentor I've been knowing for about 6 or 7 years, Tim Wingard. 2 years later, I'm a really great surfer and 120 pounds lighter.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and he got me into a really good school, Palisades Charter High School, and I found a motivation for academics there. And how it came about was, I was really fat, but he's a Malibu local. He always liked to compete surfing and stuff. And
got you. So that part was easy. He was already there.
Yeah,
yeah.
And he saw that I wanted to be just like him and compete, and he said, you know what? He was being a mentor. He said, if you really want to compete and get better at surfing, you're gonna have to lose a couple pounds. And I said, yeah. And he said, how about this? So we'll make a deal. If you make a goal to lose 50 pounds, then I'll get you a brand new surfboard as a gift. And so those 50 pounds turned into 120 pounds. I ended up losing 120 pounds in just 2 years.
Yeah, because once you got to the 50, you're probably like, oh, dang, let's keep going.
Yeah, I wasn't satisfied, so I kept going. And at the time, I just started playing basketball, so I had a really mean coach that kind of
kicked your butt?
Yeah, kind of set me as a bar, as tell the other kids, if you're not in front of the fat kid, you're not running fast enough. So I was kind of put as like the black sheep. So that kind of made
wow, that's crazy, motivation, because it's like a weird backhanded compliment because you were trying harder. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The positive thing there was that it made you try harder, but with weird stakes,
Yeah, and some people, they look back and they say, that was really, harsh, and I say, it worked, and it's something that, whenever I was doing push-ups and I wanted to quit, just fall on the ground when I was really fat, and I pictured, that mean coach's face, and I just wanted to keep going. So I just, instead of being, depressed as I was, I just used that, that anger as motivation and keep working hard and keep trying to lose the weight. And people ask me, They say, how did you do it? How do you lose 120 pounds? Like, I love pizza. I love, fast food. And I told them, it's not a diet. It was a lifestyle change.
Right.
When you're losing weight. And if you're motivated, then it's going to happen. So you have to find that motivation from somewhere.
Yeah, and you clearly, it's weird because it's weird how those things come to you in life, that you didn't, who knew that coach was going to be something that was going to be in the back of your head for years to come, but, it's like you got to feel blessed that actually happened because here you are, man.
Yeah.
So where are you now? Like, what's the deal? I know you're in college now, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so I graduated from Palisades Charter High School last year, and I moved on to go to Notre Dame to Emory University for my freshman year.
Awesome.
Maintained a 3.3 GPA. Founded the debate team there. I was vice president of an entrepreneurship club, co-founder of that as well. A student senator, a part of the history and political science student committee. What else did I do?
You ever get to take a nap or anything like that, or get a little rest?
I was actually going to mention something about that. And I also did a AmeriCorps program called the Bonner Foundation, where I committed 300 hours of community service to social justice projects and helping out other individuals. And, actually, you talked about, being busy, and I came back to Los Angeles, and a place called home, that place that took me on that field trip to go surfing, luckily they're giving me a scholarship. But they were kind of worried because I wasn't keeping in contact with them while I was away. And, he asked me, with all the things that you were doing, were you satisfied with, at one point in time? Because he was really worried about me being too busy. And I said, you know what? No, I wasn't satisfied at any time. Working 2 jobs, going to school for my first freshman year.
Sure.
And I'm first generation in my family. There's no satisfaction, doing and achieving all the accomplishments that I did. That scholarship committee, they're happy that I had a 3.3 GPA, but I want a 4.1 or 4.2. If I'm at work and I see a project that's being done to the minimum requirements, that'll happen, but I keep looking at it to see what ways can I improve it, or what ways can I add on my own to be creative and, enhance it. So I don't really like to see things as done. I see them as how can I improve it or, make it better.
Or what's next?
Yeah.
Right?
And so what's next for me right now is I'm back home in Los Angeles, happily, competing in different surf contests.
Are you really?
Summer. Yeah.
So that whole thing ended up happening?
Yeah.
Oh my God, your story is awesome.
And I'm gonna be in the fall. I'm gonna be competing for Loyola Marymount University. I just got accepted there about a month ago, and I'll compete.
So you're gonna be on a college surf team?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm transferring there, and I'm gonna be a really happy and humble student at LMU.
Well, you know what? I'll let you give me some final words, and just kind of, in a nutshell, explain what a great experience it's been to, be with Tim and, a place called home. But I will tell you that I talk to tons of organizations that do all kinds of great things all over LA and stuff.
Yeah.
And the organizations that focus on the kids in troubled areas, the thing that I notice every single time is that those kids, when there is a door open for them, they run way faster through that door than most of the kids that are just born into great opportunities and resources,
Yeah.
And you're like the exact example of that. So I can't wait to use your name. My boy Giovanni, let me tell you about him, because I say that all the time, and I really think it's true. But finish it up, man. I mean, obviously. Who knows what could have happened because you went the right direction. But, how has this been great for your life, and how did it really change everything, especially because I'm going to get Tim on here in a second. He's really a great dude.
I mean, all the achievements that I have, the only thing I can do with them now is want to share them with other individuals that grown up with the same struggles and faced the different adversities that I faced. So right now I'm back at the different organizations and hands that really fed me in my life to improve it. I'm back at a place called home, and I teach a nutrition class there. Losing 120 pounds, a couple of things.
Yeah,
about nutrition.
Man, you're probably a vet right now.
Yeah. And I want to make my minor in environmental science, so I'm learning about different ways food can impact the body. So I'm teaching young kids about food empowerment. I'm also at YMC, another great organization, and I'm helping them start a surfing program there to help give the gift that was once given to me so many years ago. And throughout my life, I just want to be, a servant of the people.
course, man.
keep giving, because seeing smiles on other people's faces is what propels me forward. So,
well, good luck, dude. I hope you can maintain. I know you're busy enough time to practice the surfing, because you need to win these contests you're in, man. That would just top the story off and put the cherry on top.
Yeah.
Good luck with everything. This has been great meeting you. I'm getting Tim on here, man. You know, he seems like a good dude. Jump on, Tim, just for a second. No, yeah, come on. Give me like 2 minutes. Tim is clearly.
I'm gonna start crying.
You're going to be a humble guy. I'm not going to pull it out of you. I'm just going to ask you a couple questions.
Sure.
How does it feel to have the conversation? Hey, I'm going to be on a surf team on the college level.
Right.
And how does it feel to hear that, but then remember the first day he told you that he loved surfing?
Well, the whole story is a dream.
Sure.
You know, it's perfect, the whole scenario. I grew up a poor kid too, and I was blessed. I left home when I was 15, so I knew that whole thing, man. And to see these kids down in South Central, they didn't have a chance.
And what an easy way to help. Just go out there and just surf and hang out. Just be there. Just hang out.
Right.
That's it.
You know, I'd pick him up at 5 o'clock in the morning after the whole surf camp. You know, for the last years, because I always pick him up early, 5 o'clock. We're going surfing, and he was always there.
Pretty crazy, man.
Yeah, it's been an incredible.
Well, what would you say to people out there? Because there's a lot of people that listen to this show that might have a little extra time every month, maybe a little extra cash, whatever it is, and it's great when they can focus those efforts on something good like this. You know, what do you say to people that, you know, might be like yourself with a little extra time? Maybe you got a little extra resource like a beach near you, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know, what do you say to those people about how easy it is to change a life, really?
Oh, it's so easy that it isn't even funny. You just have to put in the time, and look at the results. It's, you know, we're 10 years, and it's
10 years.
And it was all great before 10 years, but now we're at 10 years. The kid's going up to second year of college, and it's. I have 3 daughters, and they're all successful, and I've had a fabulous life.
Sure, that's just like you're just icing. Jump on, man. Jump on.
So that's just icing. This
is
just icing for me in my life.
Tim doesn't talk about all of his achievements, so I'll help him.
Hey, humble guys never do, man. That's not how it works, you know?
There's a government agency called the Area on Aging and MetLife Foundation. They came together and they made an award for different seniors that commit, tons of hours of community service and help to do something to change people's lives. And my senior year of high school, at the end, right before I graduated, these two agencies, they flew us straight out to Washington, D.C. so he can receive a silver honor for his changing my life and giving his community service, giving, the gifts that he was giving to me. So it just kind of goes to show you that, mentoring or giving to someone else, it's not really just you throwing something in the river, you're enriching your life as well. By giving your time and mentoring someone, you're changing not just their lives, but your lives at the same time. So I thought it was really cool to see him get recognized in Washington, D.C. and get this award.
Well, it seems like we've got a very proud family in here, man. That's what this feels like. It really, really does. It's been a pleasure meeting you guys and hanging out. And congratulations, Tim, on just being you, my friend. Because that's at this point all you did.
That's all we're doing.
And my dude, congratulations. It's great to meet you as well, Giovanni. And whenever you have a new thing you want to launch, please come down here. We'll jump on. We'll give you 10 minutes real quick so you can talk about a great thing that you're doing, because I'm sure that you have your hands full with lots of great organizations, because that's what this is all about at this point for you, right? Giving back.
That's what we do. Yeah. We'll continue. We ain't never going to stop.
Never. Where can people reach out to you? I know there's people listening to the show that might surf and go, hey man, I want to keep this guy out, especially if he's in any tournament or two that I might be at. Do you have a Twitter or Facebook or anything like that people can reach out, Giovanni?
Yeah, I have a Facebook is Giovanni, Giova, and then last name Douressel, Douressseau. And like I said, I love to put smiles on people's faces and give them the gift that was given to me. So I love teaching kids how to surf and